Respected my class in charge and my dear friend, first of all I say great morning to all of you. My name is Jasmeet. I study in 10th B class and today I am going for speech and my topic is communication cycle and feedback and it is from the subject computer. So before starting our topic, we must know what is communication cycle. In a communication cycle, there is a one person who is known as the sender, who conveys the message to another person known as the receiver. And the receiver is a person who understands the message and gives a response. And this leads to a cyclic process known as communication cycle. And in this communication cycle, there are various stages. There are 7 stages, that is sender, message, encoding, channel, receiver, decoding, and the last is feedback. First one is the sender. A sender is the person who has to send his message or the information. Next is the message. Message refers to the information which has to be sent by the receiver. And third is encoding. Encoding refers to the form in which the person has to send his message either in written form or in oral form or using sign or body languages. Fourth is channel. A channel refers to the communication cycle through which the message is sent to the receiver. A receiver is the person who understands the message or who has to receive the message. Decoding. Decoding refers to the form in which the receiver understands the message upon level to his understanding. Last one is the feedback. A feedback is the response to the sender message. Now I have used the word feedback. What do you mean by feedback? And what are the features of the good feedback? There are 4 features of the good feedback. That is specific, timely, meaningful, and candid. What do you mean by specific? A specific is the feedback that the feedback must be related to the conversation or the topic in which the conversation is going on. Timely. The feedback just flows after receiving the message and that helps us to build our personal and professional relationship. Fourth one is candid and the meaningful. Meaningful refers to the message or the feedback has to be positive or negative that helps to guide one person's strength. Last one is candid. A candid is the feedback that should be truthful and straightforward to avoid conflict and distress. Now what are the types of feedback? There are various types of feedback: positive feedback, negative feedback, descriptive, specific, non-specific, and the no feedback. First one is positive feedback. A feedback that work on pointing out or work on building one person's strength and has positive undertones is known as positive feedback. For example, well done on your presentation, the staff here is very courteous and cooperative. Second is negative feedback. The feedback that work on pointing out what somebody did very poorly and help them working on the areas and improve it in the future. For example, you'll never meet your deadlines, please work on your timelines. Third is descriptive feedback. The descriptive feedback is the feedback that gives the detailed information about what someone did very poor or very good, and it refers to the answer of the following 3 questions: where I am now, where I am going, and how to close the gap. The fourth one is specific feedback. A specific feedback that provides the information about what someone did very poor or very bad, and it gives the person a time to think and work on the areas. For example, the pasta is missing some spice to it. And the fifth one is more specific feedback that is vague and generic and do not provide any detailed information about the sender's message. And the last one is no feedback. What you have to remember is that a feedback that is not given by a receiver is a feedback in which you have to think that a person has not understand your message or didn't receive your message. And what you have to think is that you have to check the barrier, that what are the barriers that stop your receiver understanding and to correct it in the future. And that's all about my side. Thank you and have a nice day.